Hey, what's up everyone? Silver Slayer, welcome back for another video. So today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons between cryptocurrency versus silver. So this is not going to be talking about one is better than the other. It's simply just going to be looking at several different categories like liquidity, fees, popularity, timing, security, potential, risk, reward, and all that. So, and we're just going to look at the benefit, like, you know, if each one is better at that than the other, or even comparing them against themselves with security, you know, like is cryptocurrency, you know, safe to buy and store, and how can you store it safely and all that. So it's not going to be saying like, you know, gold and silver is a much better buy than crypto. I invest in both, so that's why I'm making this video, to come from a completely unbiased opinion, because, you know, a lot of these people only invest in a crypto that will say that cryptocurrency is a lot better than gold, and they'll go on saying 100 different reasons why, but they've never invested into precious metals, so that's a completely biased opinion. So I'm trying to come from a perspective of someone who loves both of them, who has spent time purchasing both of them, and you know, just wants to share, you know, from a standpoint of helping you figure out which strategy might be best for you. So as I'm going over all these things, you can say, okay, well, I'm willing to take that con because this one has a lot more pros for these reasons that fit my strategy. You know, because everyone has different financial situations, different exit strategies, different time frames of selling, everything. So there's a lot that goes into it, and so these types of videos just help people kind of figure out which might be best for them. And I even posted a blog. I made a blog post last night on my Steemit account asking everyone if they had any more input in this category, because I told them I was making this video today, and I mentioned I was going to be talking about liquidity, you know, the ease to use to buy and sell on both platforms, the fees, popularity, timing, security, potential, risk, reward. And I said, is there anything I'm missing? You know, because for this video I want to make sure I cover all the different aspects and cover all the different categories to compare both. And everyone pretty much said that I had it down. Actually, someone added the fees part in because he was mentioning how cryptocurrency, there is a small fee, and I said, well, also with silver there can be fees as well, but I'll go into that in a second. So anyways, we can start with this video. So first we have risk and reward. So with crypto, there's very high risk, but there's also very high reward. Now, cryptocurrencies markets are a lot faster than the silver markets. Within the last week, Bitcoin has had a $900 difference. It was at $3,000 a couple days ago, and then yesterday it was at $2,100. So that's it was like $2,150. So that's a $900 difference in the markets, where silver goes up a couple dollars or down a couple dollars over the span of the last couple years. You know, there's not too much of a change. Like Bitcoin, it will drop $150 one day, then it will increase $300 the next day. So the markets are a lot different, a lot more rapid. So there is opportunity for a lot more reward, but there also is a lot more risk, because if you bought in at $3,000 and now you held on to it, now you've just lost $900 of profit in that coin. So there's a lot higher of a risk and reward. Where silver, there's a lower risk and reward. You know, if you bought in silver at when it was, you know, $19 or $20, now it's only down to $17 or whatever, you've only lost $1 or $2. So the gaps in the amount of risk is a lot higher with crypto. You can lose a lot more money, but you can also earn a lot more money. So now potential. By saying that, there's a very high potential with crypto, but well, for several reasons, but also with silver there's a very high potential. Now with crypto, I feel like this might be the new form of a monetary system within, because it's a global exchange, and it's decentralized, and I just feel like there's a lot of benefits, especially since they're coming out with these upgrades, these very fast upgrades like Litecoin and all that, where Bitcoin's a little older dated, but they are upgrading it and updating everything, and I feel like it's only going to keep progressing, and people are going to just keep believing in it, and it runs off of people's beliefs. The more money that goes into it, the more efficient and the bigger it grows, and it's becoming so popular nowadays, you know, there's just a lot of potential. But that's also very true with silver. You know, I've made several videos talking about the industrial uses of silver, not even just silver, but precious metals in general. This whole video, when I'm talking about Bitcoin, I'm talking about Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, all of it. And when I'm talking about silver, I'm talking about gold, silver, all of that. Mainly gold and silver, not so much copper and all that, but mainly gold and silver, but all precious metals in general, basically, for the sake of this video. So there's also very high potential, you know, the industrial uses of silver, looking at with electronics, with medicine, with the technology world, the way the future of the technology world, and how beneficial silver still needs to be in use. So there's just several different reasons. So very high potential for both, and that's why I feel like we should diversify into both. I always mention diversity is key, and before I started getting into crypto, I was telling you guys how I would diversify more within my stack, in my strategy, and I was just looking, I wasn't very comfortable with the stock markets, and oh no, I was just trying to find something else, but I just couldn't find it yet because I didn't want to go into crypto. I didn't know enough about it, but once I made my Steemit account, that's kind of when I dropped the ball, and I was like, you know what, it's time, and it's definitely paying off. So security, crypto can be very dangerous, especially if you don't know what you're doing at first, but there is some options you can have to secure your stuff. Like they have cold wallets where basically you store your Bitcoins offline on like a USB drive or whatever, and you can store them in your safe, you know, or whatever, so you have you actually have a physical asset of your coins. So we always talk about the benefits of silver being a physical asset, since I can touch it, you know, because Bitcoins are basically just numbers on a screen. You know, it's just numbers, it's just digits on a screen, and this is something I can physically hold to show my wealth. And the thing is with Bitcoin is you can kind of do that by storing them on these offline cold wallets and having, you know, a physical copy of your actual worth that no one can hack into or anything. So you know, it's kind of up and down with crypto for the security, because it just depends how far you want to take it. But then also with silver is the same way. You know, are you holding your silver in a safe, or are you just putting it in a shoebox under your bed? That can make a big difference, you know, so it really depends for both. It's just however much, the more money you invest into protecting it, the better chance you have of keeping it secure. So now we have timing. Cryptocurrencies, timing is very, very important for several reasons. You know, I showed how fast the markets can change, and if you use that to your advantage, it can dramatically pay off. And if you don't use it to your advantage, it can dramatically hurt you. And with silver, it's not as important, like we talked about the slower markets. One second, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Alright. So with popularity, crypto runs off of it. You know, the more people trust Bitcoin and buy into Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum and all these, the bigger it's going to get and the stronger it's going to get, and the faster it's going to grow. So it runs off of it. With silver, not so much. There is a supply and demand, but it doesn't affect the markets like cryptocurrency does. With fees, this is what I was talking about a little earlier. With fees, there are buying and selling fees for cryptocurrency. Like it's like $1 every time you want to buy, and like $1 something every time you want to sell. But if you're not, I mean, if you're a daily trader or someone who's you know, capping out every single day and and just kind of doing that rinse repeat cycle, then that could add up. But usually people don't do it as rapid as that, or people that do have found a solution to go around the very high fees. And so there are fees though, and with silver there's also fees if you're talking about shipping. But with most sites like AppMex, where they offer free shipping over $100, most people will just buy over $100 to get that free shipping. Or like if you're selling on eBay and PayPal, you do have the eBay and PayPal fees. So both have fees, but the crypto can be a bit cheaper unless you're going like with free shipping on AppMex. So the easy to use aspect, configuring all of it, cryptocurrency is very complicated, but the reward is a bit higher, and that is kind of what I like about it, is since it's so complicated, not as many people will get into it, which means the ones who take the time to learn and understand it are going to get the rewards. The hard work is going to literally pay off. And with silver, it's a lot lower, a lot lower difficulty, but there still is potential. Anyone can go on AppMex and just go buy some silver. Not everyone even knows where to or how to buy Bitcoin, or which one to buy into, or even how to set up an account to even exchange it for real money. And it's a lot more difficult, but I kind of like that because it allows the people that do take the time to study and research and understand and learn everything to get the cake. So anyways, here we go. Liquidity, pretty liquid. Well, actually, cryptocurrency is highly liquid. I can sell at any time. I have it linked to my PayPal account, so if like Litecoin jumped up to $1,000 right now, I'm not saying that would actually happen. Litecoin's at like $32 right now. If it jumped up to let's say like $100 right now, and I wanted to cash out instantly, unless Coinbase shuts down, which it has been doing recently when it's time to sell or buy. So unless that happens, if I wanted to transfer the money into my account, I could do that instantly. When you're buying with a debit credit card, it's instant transactions, and when you're selling to a PayPal, it's instant. Bank accounts take 4 to 5 days, but so that's very, very liquid. That is instant. I can transfer as soon as the market changes and I want to cash out. With silver, it really depends. If I wanted to go to my local coin shop, I can drive 15 minutes down the road and then sell it, but I'm also going to have to talk about a price with them and all that. Also, if I didn't have bullion or something, just for the metal content, I'm gonna have to sell that online, wait for a buyer, and then wait for him to send me the money, and then I'm gonna have to wait 2 weeks or so until he receives the item, and then the money has to transfer into my PayPal account, which takes a couple days. So all that. So I feel like crypto is a lot more liquid when it comes to instant funds being transacted into your accounts and all that. But there is ways to with silver as well, and plus silver is real money in general anyways, where if you're trading cryptocurrency, you're basically trading it for fiat, which we always talk about is basically worthless nowadays. So there are ways to trade your cryptocurrency for gold and silver, which I will make some videos on in the future. So that's probably the most beneficial way to do it. If you are investing into gold and silver and cryptocurrency, and you understand how worthless fiat is, you would probably want to find an exchange like on Reddit and all that, where you can trade your crypto for gold and silver, and also by doing that you're skipping a lot of the fees as well. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. If you're watching this on Steam, make sure to upvote this, get this video out there, and allow people to understand the benefits between precious metals and cryptocurrency. So thanks for watching, guys. See you for the next video. Peace.